Hey everybody, I'm Atros, and welcome back to the only channel on YouTube that covers in-depth videos of cars and sneakers. Today we're kicking back to sneakers, and if you couldn't tell from the title already, we're going to be doing some Jordan 3 Cool Grays. Without further ado, let's get right into the unboxing. As always, I always like to start off with the box, and I gotta tell you, I really digging the special edition box we got here. With this being a cool gray, we kind of get like this cool gray themed box. So in like the first quarter here, we have some elephant print, and the rest 3/4 we have that kind of like matte cool gray with a red Jumpman right there. Really like it when we get something unique for boxes. Lifting up that lid, pulling back that paper, and woo! My first impressions of the sneaker, I don't really know how I feel about them. You know, they're a little different to me. So the unboxing done, here's the Jordan 3 Cool Grays, and in this video, we're gonna figure out if they are worth it. And just a friendly reminder, if you guys are enjoying the video so far, please like and share for that YouTube algorithm. And while you're at it, please subscribe. Any support would just be awesome. Now let's get back into the video. As always, I love to start off the sneaker with just a little bit of background. This sneaker came out in this year, 2021, with the retail price of $190. This sneaker is actually a re-release of the original Jordan 3 Cool Grays from 2007. So after 14 years, they were just kind of like, what the hell, let's go ahead and remake the sneaker. Quickly going over the styling, starting with the sole of the shoe. This is a pretty clean Jordan 3 outsole. It's mostly done in this darkened gray with some spots of white with the swirls right here. Then coming to the middle, it's all white once again, but in the middle of the middle, I have a very odd way of describing things. We have the red Jordan logo. This is not Nike branding. This is all Jordan branding. Makes sense since it's not like an old 1980s release. This is just a 2007 re-release. Switching up to the midsole of the sneaker, starting off with the first third, we have this nice gray darkened section right here on top of white, and also that Nike exposed air bubble right there. Kind of a trademark, and a little detail, if you actually zoom in just a little bit, you can actually see that the inner portions are kind of orangish. Very interesting, that's kind of a recurring theme. And the next third is just going to be all white, and the third following that is just gray for the toe. And this pattern kind of repeats itself for the inner portions as well, but just a little different, kind of like arrow point. And now we're going to go up to the uppers of the sneaker. Now this is why we're all here. I just like to start off by mentioning the awesome elephant print that they have on the sneaker. It's making its beautiful return once again in that classic gray on gray. Very awesome. I think elephant print makes the Jordan 3 so unique and exotic. Above the elephant print, we have the cool gray panels on the sneaker, done in these weird kind of, it's called like Durabuck leather. I don't really know how to describe it. It's like a really soft feeling leather. Kind of like it, but it looks like it can be very easily creased. Yeah, I'm not really sure how I feel about it. For the middle, we have more of that Durabuck leather for the tongue, but it's all perforated with little holes. And this is a pretty interesting keel right here. The eyelids are broken up into 3 sections. The first, we have these little orangish holes right here, and on the second, it's more of that Durabuck leather, but it's darker and also perforated with gray eyelids instead of orange. Then coming to the top, we see again more of that orange. Now this is where I don't know where I feel about the sneaker. I like the orange, and then I don't like the orange. You know, I feel like if you're gonna do orange on a sneaker, you should have more of it and not just kind of tease it like on this sneaker. I don't know, like if you're gonna be crazy, go crazy. Don't tease that you're gonna be crazy and then not go crazy. You're just leaving me out wanting more, Jordan brand. I mean, come on. I don't know, enough of that. And finishing off the middles of the sneaker, we have the top portion of the tongue done in cool gray with a red Jumpman in the middle. Once again, it looks weird. I mean, we kind of have red with orange, and I'm not really vibing with it that much. You know, maybe instead of a red Jumpman, I would have probably had like an orange one. I don't know, but I'm not really digging it. It kind of looks like a disgusting ketchup and mustard combo. I don't know, enough of that. Coming back to the heel of the sneaker. Now, it's done in this dark gray, which I like. That's pretty good contrast, but I don't like how they did it with a red Jumpman and an orange Air logo. You know, I kind of wish it was like one or the other. In my opinion, I think they should have done it in all orange. I'm not digging how the red and orange looks on the gray. That's just my opinion though. It just looks like it just doesn't belong there. You know, it's been orphaned and it's found a new home, and it's not a good home. It just looks like it just doesn't belong there. You know, it's not clean. Anyways, enough of that. Now for like the top portions of the sneaker, we have more Durabuck leather perforated for like the heel support. And then for the sock liner, it's all done in white, which is nice. I like how the white contrast is on the top. And then for the inner portion of the sneaker, it's all basically white with a white insole with a red Jumpman on it. And yeah, that about rounds up the styling. Now let's talk about quality of the sneaker. Now a couple things I just want to get out of the way first, you know, like this rubber for the midsole, suede for the elephant print. What I really want to talk about is this weird leather, this Durabuck leather. I'm not really sure how I feel about it. I mean, it feels really soft, which is nice, but I just don't know how this kind of stuff holds up. To me, this sneaker has never been worn, but you can kind of see right here, it's kind of like already like misshaping a little bit, and it looks very easy to crease. Also not sure how this thing would even hold up in like the rain. I don't know, definitely feels very fragile. But for what I'm being told though, it's a major step up from the previous 2007 release. So I gotta give them credit there. I always like seeing sneakers, you know, go forward. It's not going backwards. And also the materials of the sneaker do help out with the styling and probably the overall comfortability and feel of the sneaker. But not top tier by any standards. Next, let's talk about wearability of this sneaker. Now, the Jordan 3 is a pretty versatile sneaker, but the colors on this one are a little weird. Now, gray is a pretty neutral color and it should match with most, but I'm not sure how it's gonna match with, you know, kind of with the oranges and the red on the sneaker. You know, it's a little different, it's a little out there. It being subtle, it's bright enough to where it's noticeable and could make outfits just look a little bit off. Comfortability wise, Jordan 3s have been leagues ahead of Air Force 1s and Jordan 1s, but also not the best. It's kind of okay, you know, by the end of the day, your feet might hurt in these. Speaking of your feet, go true to size on the sneaker if you're wanting to cop for yourself, as most Jordans are true to size, but also everybody's feet's different, so try a pair of Jordan 3s before buying if you're really that insecure about it. Moving on to our last section, let's talk about value here. Now, these sneakers retailed for $190 and they're still going for a little under $250 for resale. Now, do I think that's a good value? Yeah, it's actually a pretty decent value. My only problem is for the money, I think you can get yourself a little better sneaker. That sneaker is the Jordan 3 Fire Red, which is going for around the same price resale, and if I had to choose between these two, I would definitely go with this one. But also, the Jordan 4 Cool Gray is going for much higher than this sneaker. Though I do think that the Jordan 4 Cool Gray is a better looking sneaker. Overall though, for the value, it's actually pretty decent to be honest. And so that leaves me with my final verdict of the sneaker. And this sneaker is probably gonna get a 7 out of 10. It's just good. You know, it's not great or amazing or a masterpiece. You know, it's just a good sneaker. Now styling, I do have my gripes about it, but a lot of people can see the appeal. It's just a natural, cool gray sneaker, you know, just a chill vibe with some little hints of craziness. But for what it's going for right now, I think it's pretty fairly priced. You know, it's not overpriced or underpriced. It's just right for the sneaker. So it's pretty good. So is the sneaker worth it? Well, since the price is not that bad, I would say it's worth it. Now, these sneakers were going for like $300 or $400, or maybe in the high $200 sections. I would definitely say no, do not get these sneakers. But since the prices are still really low right now, I would say they're worth it. And yeah, there all is to it to the sneaker. So the Jordan 3 Cool Grays. What'd you guys think about it? Comment down below your opinion. Like and share for that YouTube algorithm. And last, but certainly not least, subscribe. I'll see you all in the next one.